Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Krissy. If you enjoy watching parents who can't pay for their child support get the jail time they deserve, then you're going to love this. From the family name to the felony charge to GASP, another possible jail sentencing coming up. This dad, it doesn't end well for him. I think you're going to like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
See Ms. Hornstra is with us. Is Nicholas Fust here as well?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Could I have you turn on your video, please?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Let me find this case. This is Nicholas Fust, which is file 22-18992-DP. I see Ms. Hornstra is here. Mr. Fust is here. This appears to be a request from the friend of the court to show cause. Looks like the last payment was made in June of 2024. The defendant failed to appear in January of 25 for a show cause hearing. And the hearing today is to address his failure to comply with the support enforcement order of October, his non-compliance with that, and the 60 days of jail that have been held in abeyance since October 21 of 2024. So Mr. Fust, tell me what you've been doing and why you haven't been making your payments.
I haven't been able to work. My felony is getting in the way.
What stops you from going to McDonald's or Burger King or a gas station or any of those places?
I've applied everywhere around here in Gaylord. Nobody wants to hire me.
I know of lots of felons. I'm the district court judge. I have felons that appear in front of me all of the time to tell me that they're employed.
This is due to family relations back when I was a kid, and also everybody in this town knows my family.
When was the last time you were employed?
I had to move from finding a job in Otsego County to find one in East Tawas. My last job was Webb's Well Drilling, and that was out of East Tawas.
That tells me where you worked, but not when you worked.
That was back in the summer, fall, before October.
Okay. How are you supporting yourself now?
I'm not. I get food stamps and working with DHS. And I have cases coming up within the next month or so. And at this moment, due to sentencing April 7th, it's pointless to even work.
What's the sentencing on April 7th for?
East Tawas for a B&E.
So you're not working, but you're committing crimes?
No. This was while I was at work and I'm fighting it.
You just told me you got
this is the first offense in like 10, 11 years, other than child support stuff.
Well, Mr. Fust, the order that was entered in this case back on October the 21st of 2024 found you in contempt and sentenced you to 30 days in jail, consecutive to the 15-day jail sentence, and then held an additional 60 days of jail in abeyance, meaning that you've already been sentenced for contempt to go to jail for 60 days, and that's being held pending your performance, and that means your payment of your child support amounts. So since October of 24, have you made any payments?
No, I have not, because I have not been making any money income.
So you are able-bodied, and you last worked at a well drilling place. What stopped you from going back to the well drilling place?
I got arrested at the job for child support, so they fired me. Same with my other
going to another one.
Same with the other 4 jobs that I got fired from.
Every job I
get arrested in. I'm sorry for interrupting, Your Honor.
What stops you from finding another similar job?
I'm putting applications in on Indeed. I'm filling out applications online, and nobody's getting back with me. Every time I call, they say job's been filled, not hiring anyone at the moment. Other people say your felony is too extreme for us to hire you. And then right now with sentencing coming up, I just deemed it not viable to work right now because I'm only a couple weeks away. And if I get a job before the sentencing, it's just going to be pointless. I won't get a paycheck before sentencing. So
you basically decided not to try to get a job because you're going to go to jail in 2 weeks.
yeah,
All right. Then you're going to go
I'm
to
going to be
jail
in another
today.
county.
Then you're going to go to jail today because you've decided to not work, because that's what you've been ordered to already do. You got 60 days of jail pending against you now if you're not going to pay. So you've decided not to pay, so you're going to jail. You understand that?
I got applications filled out. I got like 50 applications filled out in the past week, and nobody's getting back with me. Nobody wants to hire me because of
You've already told me twice, Mr. Fuse, you've already told me twice that you've decided not to do anything for the next 2 weeks because you're going to jail. So it doesn't make any sense for you to try to get a job.
To a point, it is kind of pointless. I won't get to see the paycheck.
Neither
How
will
am I
your
going to
children.
pay it if I'm?
I didn't say this was going to be easy for you. I just said that there's a responsibility to pay, period. It doesn't matter if it's easy or not. It doesn't matter if it makes a lot of sense or not. It's just a requirement. It's not an optional thing for you to say, I'm not going to do it because it doesn't make any sense to me. It's a duty to pay it. And since you've not done it, since you have the ability as an able-bodied person to get some level of work, I'm going to put you in jail. You can report to the Otsego County Jail at 6 p.m. tonight. You'll serve the 60 days there. You'll get credit for, I'm assuming you'll get credit on that, the next sentence that you get. That's up to that court to deal with that, but you're going to do the 60 days jail here. Once you're released, this requirement for payment still is in existence. It doesn't change. You have to make your payments, which means you need to find a job. It doesn't matter what kind of job it is, as long as you're making a job and paying something, then you stay out of jail. But if you're not going to do anything, you're going to stay in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
I got a question, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
How would I go about putting stuff to courts? Like
I
paperwork
don't
and stuff.
understand what your question is. Be more specific, please. What do
Like
you want
motions
to do?
and stuff. Would I have to fill that out at the clerk's office?
You don't have to. You can mail whatever documentation you want. Online, there are forms that you can use for most of the normal types of cases. If you can't get that online, you could go to either the friend of the court or the clerk's office and ask if they have a form for what you're trying to do. And if not, you can simply write a letter and explain what it is that you want to do and send that in and see what happens.
Yeah.
You have any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right. If you fail to show up at the jail, there will be a bench warrant for your arrest and the police will come looking for you. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you have 60 days of jail. Report to the Otsego County Jail, 6 p.m. tonight.
Your Honor,
Yes.
would it also be appropriate to add upon his release, he can contact the friend of the court moving forward in case he's able to submit job searches and so forth to continue to be compliant with his support orders?
I think that's a good idea. How many job applications per week do you suggest, Ms. Kraus?
Well, he's indicated that he's submitted at least 50 or 60, so I would think 25 a week.
Mr. Fuse, can you do that?
Yeah, I can do that. I can also submit all these jobs that I've applied to that
Just moving
nobody
forward would be
wants to hire me
appropriate
for.
upon release.
Yep. All you need to do is 25 a week, 25 new ones for each week. Moving forward, that lets the friend of the court know that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and they don't have to think about whether or not you need to go to jail. So they don't. So that keeps you showing that you're making a good faith effort to make your payments. And as long as you're doing that, you're okay with the friend of the court and okay with the court. You understand all of that?
Yeah.
So upon release, 25 job applications a week to the friend of the court. All right. You understand what you need to do, Mr. Fuse?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. That'll be the order of the court. Thank you.